How to avoid burnout, recognizing high cortisol symptoms, and why dry January might just be a good reset for you. It's going to be a good one. Grab your coffee and let's get into it.
I got my coffee.
Got it?
Got it right there.
Oh, that's so good.
Lovely.
Nothing's new, nothing different in 2025 for you.
No.
This is actually your first episode of 2025, but it's our second Candidly with Coffee of the year.
Ooh. Well, you know what I'm looking forward to is we're going on our 5th year of podcasting.
Yeah.
Blinked and already 5 years is up on us.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So this is now officially season 6. So we're entering our 6th year. And I started the season with Alyssa as my co-host because she was my very first co-host.
Was she?
Yeah, she was episode 2. Oh. I only did 1 episode by myself.
Oh.
And I remember we were crouched over in the gym on the ground sharing 1 microphone.
Isn't it crazy that we have endured the test of time? Because a lot of people start podcasts. I believe the average is like 2 or 3 and that's it. They quit.
You know, it's just because people are quitters.
Yes.
People are quitters because they want instant fruits of their labor. They want instant gratification or instant rewards. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not. It's the long game. Podcasting is the long game.
Long game.
And it's frustrating because it's just in general, I feel like a lot of people do that. In fact, you know, I just finished Vlogmas. I did another year of Vlogmas. And for me, when I committed to doing it, it was a commitment to do it. Vlogmas is 25 days of vlogs. So, but a lot of people told me, you know, they were very appreciative. A lot of people in the comments, because they said most of the other creators that they decided to watch their Vlogmas, they gave up after a few days.
That's it.
They gave up. They didn't stick it out. And I don't know why, but that's so annoying to me.
Because it's annoying because they broke on their word. They didn't make it non-negotiable. If you committed to something, you told your audience, your viewers, I'm going to do Vlogmas like you did. You committed to it. They expect that. They're expecting a vlog every day. Whether it's fun, exciting, boring, doesn't matter. That's what they expect. They want to see Janine. What's going on in her day to day? Yeah,
I just feel like more people need to honor their commitments.
Yeah, stick to their word. They
to
don't.
themselves, first and foremost, to yourself.
Exactly. So if anything for 2025, keep your word to yourself, man. Stop breaking and giving up. Just, you know, when the tough gets going, you got to get tougher. Like, all right, it's tough, but keep going. Don't stop. Yeah,
but people, again, because why? What happened? They probably got, stressed with the season, which I get. We're going to talk about that on this episode, how to manage your stress and bring the levels back down. We're all running high.
Everybody's running high.
We're running high coming off of December. But you need to pay attention and recognize it and work on bringing it back down, or else it's going to bring it back down for you.
Yeah.
In not so, pretty of a way.
Yeah. It was a tough year for a lot of people.
But you know what I mean? It's but the whole thing with the Vlogmas, people not following through, it just goes to show you just how many people say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. And I think it's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, exactly. Don't say new year, new me for 2025. This time, do it for sure. Tell yourself, okay, this time is non-negotiable. I don't care how hard it gets, how difficult. Your demons are going to fight you. You keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah. I don't know. But, and I mean, honestly, what happens is they're so used to not sticking to things that it doesn't even hurt them anymore.
No.
Because it's just who they are.
Yes. It's already built inside of them.
Yeah.
They have that safety net.
Yeah.
That they know they can just, I quit.
And you know what's scary for me? I think that what scares me the most about quitting, about not following through with something, is I'm so afraid of creating that pattern. Oh, shoot. Because if I fully commit, I put myself out there, yes, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm committing. And then I don't. It's not the end of the world, right? If I just didn't follow through with Vlogmas, no one's going to die over it. But I think deep down inside of me, it's a fear of mine that if I do that, then I'm going to start doing that.
And other areas of life.
Yes.
For sure. Happens.
I think, because, we talked about it before in this podcast, but I did that whole academy a long time ago where they broke us in that academy, and they actually got in a lot of trouble for that. It was deemed that they were not, doing appropriate things with us. We were minors and whatever. But I remember my brother tried so hard to get me to quit, and I didn't quit. And I don't know why I didn't. Like, why didn't I? Why did I care? I was a teenager. Who the hell cares? But I had something inside of me then that didn't quit, and I'm so grateful.
And because of that happened to you at that time, that adversity you faced, you kept going, is what got you to where you're at today.
I think so.
100%,
I think, when people say everyone blames something bad they're happening in their life on child traumas or whatever.
Yes.
But it's also the opposite. Sometimes bad things happen or good things happen that impact you also. And you need to reflect on those too. I really think that moment that I didn't quit, and he left. I mean, he literally left. I was by myself. He did quit. He couldn't do it. And I think that in that moment, that was a big turning point for my life, because I think when after that, I've come across situations, I draw upon that same feeling because it felt so good when not only did I not quit that day, but I finished the whole academy and I graduated top 2 in my class and all of that.
Yeah.
And I remember it felt so good that I became like addicted to that feeling.
Of course. Because it feels good when you go up against something and you don't want to do it, but you do it and you accomplish it. Like, oh my God, I just conquered this feat. It's a good feat to conquer,
Yeah, so I think that's what I try to tap into that with some of my clients sometimes. I try to say, like, we have to figure out a way to get you to that feeling, because you don't have that feeling because you failed and you have quit on yourself so many times that you don't even know what it feels like. So you can't get excited about a feeling that you don't even know what it feels like.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to somehow tap into that. I was talking to a client earlier today. I'm like, we have to tap into that somehow. We have to let's create really short, micro goals to see if you can start accomplishing micro goals and slowly build that confidence in your ability to follow through. Because that's what she lacks. She lacks the ability to follow through.
Yeah. And what happens is she has a safety belt in her head. It's like the Navy SEALs. They say, who's built for this? When the SEALs tap out, they don't just say, I quit. They have to walk to the bell in front of everybody and then ring that bell. Ding, ding, ding. I quit. Can't handle it. You broke. And that's what happened in people's mind. They have a safety bell.
Yeah.
They have a safety button they push every time. They know they can go there. It's there. I just have to go to that same button that I know.
Yeah.
But if that button's no longer there, I don't have that option no more. I got to keep going.
Yeah.
That's it's just shifting the mindset.
Yeah. I mean, I have, I know there's some people in my life that I know that are like that. It's the same patterns over and over. And it's so hard because, for me, I am a person that I do not give unsolicited advice to people. I just stay in my lane. I stay out of people's business. But it's hard when you observe patterns. And I am a very much a person that observes patterns. And I can predict people's outcomes based on their patterns. It's just like my brain, the way my brain works. And then when you see it so clear as day, people going through their pattern, you could literally predict how their next year of their life is going to go because you know their patterns. It's hard to stay quiet, but you know that there's nothing you can do about it.
It's not that you know their patterns. You've seen this movie over and over and over. It's already there. It's already the same movie. It's a
pattern.
Same thing.
That's what a pattern is.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, so it's it's hard when you see that. And so with my clients, that's my job to help them break through those patterns, right? It's different, I'm allowed to help them because that's why they have me as their coach. But it is having to learn them. You have to kind of learn them and figure out what is it about them and then go, okay, yes, you have patterns. And I'm literally digging into different things in their lives to try to figure out what their pattern is. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is what we need to break.
Yeah.
This is the answer. Because people will say oh, it's if you have all the money in the world and a cook and you get a gym and your personal trainer and all that, none of that matters. I'm telling you right now, you can have everything
at your disposal.
And you still can't make it happen because it's at the end of the day, you still have to do the actions on your own.
Yes.
Nobody can do it for you. They haven't invented that yet.
No. And they can't stop you from creeping into the pantry at night and snacking.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Or sneaking off to the drive-thru like I used to.
Oh, my goodness. All right, you guys. Well, if you have not already subscribed to us on this channel, please do so. Support our channel. Share this show with your friends, someone who you feel needs this message. Follow us on Instagram. We also have a members-only part of YouTube where you can join our members-only site. We do a weekly show called Off Topic. You get a little coffee cup next to your name. So if you've ever joined one of our lives and you see all these people with the coffee cup next to their names, that's because they're members of our channel. And we do after shows, every podcast, and just like bonus content. So if you want to subscribe to that or join that, you can click on the button to join, and then you will get little emojis and you get the coffee cup next to your name.
Have fun with us. We comment, have all the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we try to go live, a lot. So make sure you turn the bell notifications on. When you're watching this episode, or if you're watching this episode on YouTube, we'll put a QR code up on the screen. Those are all of our relevant links. Also, our sponsors of our show, all of their links are in that QR code as well, so make it easy for you. I know a lot of you guys watch us on TV, so it makes it a little more difficult to access our links and things like that. So that's why now you just pick out your phone, put the camera on, and scan the QR code. You can get all your information.
Don't forget to jump on our lives on Sundays. We get it lit there on Sundays. Our Sunday night lives.
Yeah, we do.
The troops come out.
Yeah, we have fun. And we've had a little bit of a tough time going live last few days because I kind of forgot that we lost our filming room.
Yeah,
because Alyssa's camped out in there.
You're right.
So that's why, but hopefully we'll be able to do that. You guys, BBC 16 registration is open. The Bold, Balanced, and Confident program. It is the #1 rated transformation program. It is open, and it's a really good one. Every round has a different theme. This one is Love Yourself First, and we're going to do a special workshop on how to create self-care routines to help you stay on track. And Alyssa, my daughter, whom you guys just saw in the last episode, she is running a Workout 101 workshop, which is going to help you with all the basics for your fitness needs in 2025 so you can stop spinning your wheels. That's a bonus. Those are bonus things. So in addition, we have all of the other tools. The app is better than ever. We've just launched some new features in the app. We are updating meals every single week in there. It is, a lot of you guys always ask, how do we get your app? You just have to be a client. So there's multiple ways to work with us. You can be in my BBC program. You can be part of our Team ESCO Elite, which Mike and I run. It's our private clients, and they are all part of a team. We do a weekly team call, but you also have access to us one-on-one as a one-on-one coach.
And also you're part of a wonderful community because the ladies in there, push each other, man. They hold each other accountable, push each other, and they're for each other. Can't beat that, being part of a community.
So if you want to do that, just click on the link or in the QR code to book a consultation call. You actually will have the conversation with my daughter, and she will go over all of the different types of programs and packages that we offer, and then you can make a really informed decision. It's a free call, and we all work together. I mean, even though, we kind of all have our individual clients, we coach our team, the ESCO Elite team, kind of together, and it's fun. It's a fun group.
It is.
And we just launched merch this year for the team. So a bunch of you qualified for the Team ESCO Elite hoodie. So those are all ordered and out. But we have merch for milestones that we did this year. So as they reach each little milestone, they get to pick a coffee mug and all the merch, all the fun merch.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about how to avoid burnout. And it's good for me to talk about, actually, coming off of December, where I literally was like running on all cylinders. Is that a saying? Running on all cylinders?
Yes, all cylinders.
Is that a car saying?
Yes.
I wonder where that
because
came
from. Because on a V8, sometimes 2 cylinders might not be running, or you might be running on 7 cylinders, not all 8. So you're not performing at your best.
Interesting.
And majority of people, let's just say everybody's a V8. majority of society is probably running on 2 to 3 cylinders.
Yeah, no kidding.
If that.
Yeah. So then when they get to 4, they think they're doing pretty damn good, but really you're still
only
subpar.
50%.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, I have to say I pushed it to the limit. I had a lot on my plate, and so it was difficult for me to accomplish Vlogmas, but I did follow through on my commitment to taking 2 days off from clients. And I told you I hadn't done that in, I don't know, years, where I just didn't check my phone for messages or emails. I let everybody know ahead of time. And I really didn't. I didn't go in at all because I know myself. And I was going to go in to like put a Merry Christmas or something like that. But I know myself. That's all it would take. I would have logged in and then I would have done the thing.
You would have got involved.
Yeah, I would. So I had
Can't
to
help yourself.
I tried to keep my promise to myself.
Yeah.
And I did. And I needed to kind of just decompress a little bit, feel less connected. I did still work, and you guys saw that I still did things and posted videos and things like that, but I didn't do that. That was a break for me. It took off a big chunk of what I normally spend my time doing, right? Corresponding and messaging and calls and checking calls and things like that. So anyways, I did follow through with that, but I still I almost feel like, do you know the feeling, and this is why I wanted to do this episode actually, when you're running so fast that you're almost afraid to stop because you know the minute you stop, you're going to like feel sick. It's going to hit you that you like sprinted. You're good while you're sprinting.
Yeah.
But when you stop sprinting, everything hurts.
Yes.
And you feel like you're going to vomit and your muscles tighten up.
Done.
I feel like that's what happened to me a little bit. So like I was going so full steam ahead, and I still, even though I wasn't doing the client thing, I was still full steam ahead. I still was vlogging, editing. I still was doing Christmas and gifts and all of the things, right? And then yesterday, everybody left. Kids went to their dad's house. You went to your family's house, and I was by myself. And I thought, oh, this is good. I'm going to quiet time. I can kind of catch up on things, relax a little, all that.
Yeah.
And none of that happened. I felt like I literally felt, and it's really not happened to me. I don't know the last time it's happened to me, but I felt like I had just run a sprint and I stopped and everything cramped up. That's how I felt. I can't even explain it. I felt spun out. I felt like that feeling when you drink too many drinks and you realize that you're drunker than you thought you were.
Yep.
When you go to the bathroom and the stall
I hate
is spinning.
that feeling.
That is how I felt. I felt nauseous and a headache and all the things like all at once, and like my eyeball, I couldn't focus. It's so hard to explain, but I literally, that's all I can say is I spun out.
That's it. You crashed and burned.
I did.
The car said, boom.
And it
happens. You're human.
It was so crazy. And I thought, oh, shoot. Okay. I need to like take myself back down.
I feel that feeling like you, but without the nauseous, where I'm feeling like funky. Something's up with me. Like I need to take a day or two. Just let my body chill, slow down, no doing nothing. Just, what do you call that? Active recovery, just chill. I need that sometimes because I get spun out too. Like my equilibrium's off or something. Like I need to just chill. Listen to my body.
Like the problem sometimes though is you truly feel like you can't because you don't have the time.
Yeah.
You know, so I started to freak out because I was thinking like, oh my God, I got to get back to work tomorrow. I got to do all the things. And there was things I needed to do today that I didn't, that are now going to carry over to tomorrow. If I feel like this tomorrow, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Like I am in trouble. But what did I started to think to myself, and this is like, you know, again, what I wanted to tell you guys, that this is what a feeling I'm describing is probably what many, many people are going through right now. Because you were running on all cylinders all through December, and then this week specifically after Christmas, and that you guys just came off of, from that Christmas to New Year's, you were kind of probably feeling that feeling, kind of spun out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And now it's back to work and back to, and
it's
now,
still running. It's still nonstop. Because
Yeah.
look, today's a normal, well, by the time I list it's going to be a normal day.
Yeah.
Work. It's not, I'm off from vacation.
Well, I know. So what do you have to do is you have to take stock in you have to stop, first of all, or else something is going to stop things for you. So you have to stop and think, okay, it's time to like pare down, like all the way back down.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing you need to do is set some boundaries. You need to look at your calendar. You need to look at the things that you have going on in January that you're already stockpiling, and remove the things that are not necessary, that are not detrimental to your well-being. They need to come off. You need to kind of like slow down. People just, they jam pack their lives with too much stuff. And so you run so high on cortisol. And sadly, a lot of people right now, maybe listening to this episode, you're coming off of, maybe you're just nursing that New Year's hangover still.
Yeah.
Maybe you partook in some alcohol. If you can get one thing from this episode, it is, if you have not in quite some time or ever in years done 30 days of alcohol free, now is the time to do it.
Man, you'll never regret not doing that. It's actually the opposite. People can't thank us enough that do that when we challenge them. Mm-hmm. Some people have took it further, 3 months, 6 months. Some people say, I'm not even drinking anymore. It just kept going.
Yeah, if you can answer this question with yes, then you need to do this. Do you feel stressed? Do you feel stressed coming off of the holidays? Do you feel stress, anxiety? If the answer is yes, then you should absolutely not be drinking alcohol. Because the single worst thing you can do for yourself when you are feeling stressed is to have a drink, thinking that is going to take the edge off.
It's going to make it worse.
If you struggle with any kind of anxiety, you just feel like, I've become so in tune with myself. I feel when my cortisol is running a little high, and then I have to bring it back down. Usually that's by Sunday. By Sunday, I actively work on bringing my cortisol levels down.
Could you imagine if you said, yes, so you know what? I'm anxious, my cortisol's high, but I'm gonna have a drink. You're just gonna spike it even worse.
Or I want to have a glass of wine to unwind.
There you go. That's usually the case right there. Mm-hmm. Always. People always, women, especially, not men, but women always run to the wine. We run to the tequila bottle. Let me get a shot, or let me get a beer. But you guys run to the wine. Yeah,
so I looked it up actually because, if you guys don't know, this is very famously known as dry January. So a lot of people do dry January and they don't drink. And it was originated, I guess, like maybe 11, 12 years ago in the UK. And it was for this exact reason, to help people reset after a very busy, stressful holiday season. So they reset by eliminating alcohol, because what people don't realize is just if you don't do that, it's going to take a long time for you to come back down from the stress of the holidays. With the alcohol in January is going to keep the cortisol elevated, so it's not going to come back down.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling, and what are some symptoms that you're feeling, maybe like your cortisol is running high? It's you're tired. Okay, obviously you're tired, but you're not sleeping well. So you're tired but not sleepy. It's almost like the feeling of you've had too much caffeine. It doesn't even give you energy anymore. It makes you just kind of feel sick. So it's like that feeling. You are hungry because it gives you cravings. You are unable to focus. Like you can't even think straight.
Your mind's just running a million miles a minute, stressed out. You're spinning your wheels.
Because the elevated cortisol levels for a prolonged period of time will create like it'll tax the adrenal glands, and you'll go into like an adrenal fatigue. You literally feel like I felt kind of like that spun out.
That's a shitty feeling.
Yeah.
Adrenal fatigue.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like, and then what happens is you're tired. So you're trying to snap yourself out of being tired. So what do? Caffeine. And then you feel like this overstimulated. It's like you keep drinking caffeine thinking it's going to give you energy, but it doesn't actually give you energy, but it does give you this overstimulation. And and then you're just running on caffeine and adrenaline and all these things, and you're not giving yourself any time to bring it back down, because you go back to work and you're running on caffeine to get through the work week. And then what happens? You hit the weekend and you drink alcohol to unwind.
Always. Starting Friday night.
And it's just a recipe for disaster. So that's why they developed actually Dry January. They started doing it in the UK, I guess, and it kind of now it's kind of famous on social media.
So there's 2 months in the year now.
Yeah, what is it? No Drink November?
No, sober October.
Oh, Sober October.
Yeah, sober October. Yep.
Yeah. So I do think that I see it a lot. I see people that they'll say like, "Oh, I've just been so stressed. I've been so stressed. Life is so stressful." And then I know that they drink because I see their store Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm thinking like, if you are so stressed, the first thing that you need to stop doing is drinking.
Yes.
It will not help you. I don't understand why people will, and they'll do everything else. They'll go to the doctor. They'll ask for all these tests.
Yes.
They will, stop working out. They'll do all these things except for stop not drinking. It's like they can't do it.
And you should be doing the opposite. Stop drinking.
And see what's left after that.
Don't be taking no pills and get your butts to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm telling you from experience, from me, the gym is the medicine. It will solve a lot of those mental problems you got going on upstairs. That's why it's called working out. Work out those mental problems you got going on. All that high anxiety.
Yeah.
All those issues you're causing on yourself. You're doing it to yourself. It's self-induced a lot of times. But if you go to the gym and you give yourself a good workout, you won't leave there angry saying, man, I'm so mad at myself for coming here and getting a good workout and feeling better. No, you'll be happy and you'll start feeling better. Mm-hmm. And also, make sure you're hydrated, get electrolytes in you. Make sure your nutrition's on point. Gut health's everything too. So, it's a lot of it's all hand in hand. But the main thing is one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't try to do too many things at once. But definitely move your body, whether you walk outside, treadmill, something, movement, and get to the gym. Working out will solve a lot of your mental problems.
It will. So the setting boundaries, so saying no, lean out your schedule, lean out your social calendar. I feel like there's some people they need to be so social. They need to fill up.
My goodness.
And I think that they're hiding from something. They're afraid to be alone with themselves.
That's why we work, because you're not like that. You're not committed to, we have to go to this event this weekend, or we have to go to this event, that event. No. It's always something like, I'm not like that.
I've gotten really good at setting boundaries and just being really honest about, like if I don't want to do something or I'm just not feeling up to it, it's just like, no thanks.
No thanks. That's it. You don't have to write a thesis.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Exactly. No thanks. I'm good.
You don't have to say why. You don't have to. No, just, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's it. You're in charge of you. You run your show.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Don't feel the need to fill every available moment and then complain that you have no time to do anything. You know what I mean?
They're funny when they do that.
It's so weird.
I have no time, but you're scheduling these events and feeling obligated to do this. Say no thanks. Say you want to be alone by yourself.
Yeah.
Find your favorite chair in the house, your cozy spot on the couch. Mm-hmm. Maybe take a little break from TV and read a little bit. Get your mind off of things.
Yeah. Another thing that's one of the ways to reset, after the holidays and bring the levels back down is to schedule downtime. Schedule it in. Think okay, look at your schedule and think, okay, yeah, Sunday, I'm going to have some downtime. I've already done that. I already thought to myself, okay, I had that little spun out situation. I have kind of a busy few days. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday was kind of busy. And that's okay because Sunday, downtime. Now for me, I know me. And if something were to happen where all of a sudden Sunday became a busy, crazy day, I will be not good the whole week after that because I didn't give myself time to bring it back down. I have to bring the cortisol levels back down. And I have to do it deliberately and intentionally. It's not going to happen on its own. And I don't drink alcohol. So I don't know how people are running on caffeine during the week and alcohol on the weekends and they are not in the hospital. I mean, eventually they do end up in the hospital.
Something's going to happen. Something's going to give or break.
Yeah.
You're going to have a breakdown of some sort. It could be a psychotic breakdown. It'll hit you when you least expect it. I've seen people. I didn't understand it when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I see people just break mentally. Next, you know, in the hospital or in the nut house like I was, one or the other. So you better get ahead of it. Don't get behind it. It'll get you.
Yeah. And the other thing was, let's take a little break. Actually, we haven't taken a break for MegaFit in a while. So
Pardon
let's take
the
a little
interruption.
break, and we'll be right back. When it comes to hitting your macros, MegaFit Meals makes it so easy with their delicious macro-friendly meal prep options. Mike and I are constantly on the go these days, and these meals are a lifesaver during some of our busiest weeks. Whether you're craving chicken tenders, pizza, filet mignon, or even pasta, MegaFit Meals has something for everyone. All meals are high in protein, made with quality ingredients, and designed to help you crush your health and fitness goals. And the best part, there's no subscription required, so you can order as you need. Save time without sacrificing nutrition. And if you want to try it for yourself, use our link in the description and enter code Janine for a discount. That's code JEANINE. MegaFit Meals has you covered. Another good thing to do is have a really good morning and nighttime routine. And I'm taking my own advice here because I've been kind of skimping on my night routine. I've been working later into the last kind of minute. I've been working later. I used to like hard stop at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you did.
Not now. It's been like 9:30,
Going to
10.
bed later.
Going to bed later, but I still wake up the same time every morning, 5 a.m. So, but I still sleep good. Once I go to sleep, I sleep great. So I'm getting my 7 hours. 10 to 5 is 7 hours, I believe. So that's okay. But I'm not giving myself that wind down time. So I'm keeping my cortisol kind of high. So I need to recommit to like my nighttime routine, my skincare, washing my face with doing my skincare, lighting my candle, just getting in some, comfy PJs, and I need to recommit to that. I've kind of let that go with Vlogmas and everything. I just was kind of like a hot mess.
Yeah.
So I need to get back to that. I recommend that for everybody. You should have a wind down routine, like a night routine. Drink your sleepy time drink, magnesium, some tea, read a little bit, do some skincare, something to just kind of like relax.
Power down.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. And then I love it because then I end the night with a bowl of popcorn. I didn't even go to bed with my popcorn. That's how shitty I felt that day. That's unheard of. I didn't even have my popcorn.
That's your addiction. You said it too.
I didn't go home with
nightly addiction.
I was just done. But so like create a nighttime routine that you can look forward to and love. Make sure your bed is comfy. Is your bed comfy? Like, do you have a sanctuary?
Room smelling good.
Yeah, like have a sanctuary. And a good morning routine is good too. I haven't gotten off too much on my morning routine's been pretty good still. It was solid, but my nighttime routine was suffering. I was running too close. I even broke the cardinal rule of all rules in December. And I several times went to bed with my laptop.
That's right.
And was still working.
Yeah.
So, and you see what happened? You see? Like it was like, okay, get away with it a little bit, but I was starting to run high, and then I just like crashed and burned.
It's true.
You
went back to your Netflix tech days.
But what I did was I just accepted it, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna just start fresh tomorrow, and I'm gonna just go back to my normal routine, and I'm gonna get ready, and I'm gonna feel better. And right away I felt better. Like in the morning, I felt like I had a good night's sleep, and I'm like, oh, my brain is working. I was kind of worried I was gonna wake up the same way. I was like, oh, good, my brain is working. I started checking off some of the boxes on my planner. My new planner, by the way, which I'm obsessed with, my digital planner. I'm obsessed with that kind of piece, which, by the way, I do also want to say, if you watch my regular YouTube videos, this year on my YouTube, I'm going to expand a little bit. I really want it to be just like the one-stop shop for thriving in midlife, thriving in life in general. It's going to be like how to get organized, how to find your style, makeup routine, hair hacks, things like that. Like all the things that help me, I'm going to share them so we can help you. But I've just incorporated some cool organizational stuff. I started a new skincare routine.
People need that.
yeah, like just different things, how to find your style and how you feel the best.
Yeah.
Because that helps too, the mental state.
Big time. That's everything.
Like enjoying your style and then wearing something that makes you feel good. I mean, don't you have a new outfit on? Remember we talked about it, you guys, a couple episodes ago. I was tired of Mike's rotational outfits, so he needed new ones. So I got him
some new ones. I got some new threads.
Yeah. Do you like them?
Yeah, comfy. Very comfortable. Light.
Yeah. I know you're weird you like light.
Light.
Like not a lot of material.
No. Fitted. Not
Mediums,
baggy.
by the way.
Mediums. This is a guy who used to fill out extra large. No more. No mas. I'm not going back to that guy no more.
All right, you guys, let's take a little break for Transcend. We'll be right back. You guys know that Mike and I embarked on our HRT and peptide journey last year, and we are absolutely loving it. It's been a game changer for both of us. And if you've ever wondered why you should consider HRT or peptide therapy, let me break it down for you. Everyone's needs are unique. That's why Transcend is all about creating a personalized plan just for you. They'll start by evaluating your blood work, taking into account how you feel and what your goals are, and then help you find a solution tailored to optimize your health and wellness. What makes it so effective? It's targeted treatment, finally address specific deficiencies and imbalances that might have been holding you back for years. Boost your body's natural functions. These therapies can kickstart and support your body's processes, giving you that extra edge. Enhance your well-being. Imagine boosting your mood, increasing your energy, and just feeling better overall in your day-to-day life. And lastly, longevity. It's not just about feeling good now. It's about supporting healthy aging and preventing chronic conditions down the road. Transcend will guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready to take your health and energy to the next level, start your own HRT or peptide journey with Transcend today. Remember to use our link www.transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite, 15% off for new patients. When it comes to the best supplements to support your muscle building and fat loss goals, One Up Nutrition has you covered. Their gut health supplements have been a complete game changer for me. And I have to say, their protein powders are my absolute favorites. Mike and I literally order the peanut butter cookie and lemon Italian iced protein powders by the case. They are that good. With so many delicious flavors to choose from, One Up Nutrition makes hitting your protein goals easy and enjoyable. So whether you're looking for supplements, protein powders, or anything in between, shop One Up Nutrition for all your needs. And don't forget to use Janine to save at checkout. That's code JEANINE. All right, you guys, I have a challenge. I want you all to identify one thing in your life right now that you can either prioritize or take off your plate or say no to. One thing and do it. Like, just do it and see how good it feels. Because I think sometimes people dance around. They say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But, people lack the ability to execute.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people do.
But do it and see how good it feels. And then it's going to, what's going to happen is it'll snowball. You'll want to do something else that make you go, wow, that felt good. Let me do something else.
Yes.
Let me do something else. And you'll build upon that. But you have to start somewhere.
Got to create some habit stacking. Stack some new habits. More you do it, better you get at it. Mm-hmm. I know for me, I get like that. I get stuck. I'm not gonna lie, my brain gets stuck, and I'm stuck. And I'm like, this is how people feel when they try to take on a fitness journey. I'm sure they're stuck. They don't know how to. And I feel like that too in business. Sometimes I feel stuck, like I gotta push through.
It's like you either want to do everything, or nothing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You get overstimulated, like, oh my God, I want to do. Oh my God, I gotta do this. I gotta do. You're like a shiny new toy. Right, syndrome?
Yes.
And then it turns into you do nothing because it's too much and you just power down.
And a lot of us, I can't speak for everybody, but I hear this a lot with people with ADHD brains get like that. They get overwhelmed and just they power down. It's too much.
That's why even for you, this advice is actually good for people with ADHD brain.
Yes. Don't
focus on too many things, but pick one thing. Okay, this week, I'm going to focus on this. This is the one thing. Give yourself like a small thing to focus on so that you're not like spun out because you're trying to do everything all at once. Because it takes one piece of the puzzle every week. Eventually the puzzle is built.
Yep. Exactly.
Right?
That's all it takes.
But if you try to put together a puzzle in one day, you'll get a lot done in one day, but then you'll never go back to it because you'll be so burnt out. Oh God, I never want to see another puzzle again. Right? Yeah. But if you just do, you know what? I'm just going to put this 1,000 piece puzzle on the table and I'm going to find one piece every day. That's it. At the end of 1,000 days, the puzzle will be put together and it'll be good and you won't be burnt out. You'll be, oh, look at this beautiful puzzle.
Well, there's 365 days in a year. So if you're on a new journey, remember that you have 365 days. Don't burn yourself out. Don't come out of the gate sprinting. Come out walking and speed it up a little bit, but find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. So all you got to do, once you find your rhythm, like, okay, I'm flowing, then stay in that flow state. Once you're in that flow state, like, all right, you stay there. Don't burn yourself out. Because too many people we see, they come out of the gate.
Crash and burn.
Boom, like Speedy Gonzalez, a cartoon, and then crash and burn.
Yeah, for me, my thing, I did accomplish some amazing things this month in addition to things I wasn't prepared to do, but helped me a lot, is I just reorganized myself in business and personal with my new digital planner. And then I implemented Trello, which is to organize all the business aspects. And it brought my cortisol levels down.
Of course.
You know, it like has me not stressed. Like, I'm like, oh, like I got this. But in the process of doing it though, getting it done, like organizing, it kind of contributed to my increased stress that led to that burnout because I felt like I knew I needed it and I couldn't implement it fast enough. So I wasn't willing to like take a while to implement it like a normal person would. No, I wanted to go full steam ahead, get it all done so that it's done. But it does make me feel better now. Like I'm like, okay, I can breathe.
It's kind of like when you first set up our app. Remember how hard it was? It was difficult.
Yeah. Just getting all moving clients over.
Oh, all the technicality behind it.
Overwhelming. And I have two kind of projects, things that I'm working on my plate right now that they're kind of gnawing at me. But once I get those done, I'm going to feel really good. And I know that feeling, but I'm kind of like, I'm still like, I got to get through it. The only way to the other side is through it.
Through it. You got to go through that damn wall. That brick wall's right there. You got to go right, punch right through it.
Yeah. But on the other side, you guys, it's just a breath of fresh air.
Almost reminds me of that little thing where it shows someone's key to success. It shows a guy mining with his pickaxe. And you're almost right there, but you quit. But if you just keep pushing a little further.
There's the diamonds or whatever,
So just keep pushing a little further. Each time you encounter adversity, just keep pushing a little more, pushing, and you're going to get further along.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, like, I feel like for the first time in a long time, along with the culmination of feeling that burnout and all of that, but I also feel like it was kind of like me with the diamonds and then just, not that everything happened and it's like the hallelujah chorus, but I have a clear vision of everything like getting, like we're on the other side of like a big mountain that we've been climbing. Feel like for the first time in a long time, sometimes you have to trust that the light's at the end of the tunnel, but you can't see the damn light yet.
Yes.
But I can finally say I see the light.
Yep.
And that's a really good feeling because I've been on blind faith now for a long time and I finally see the light and I feel I almost feel like
the weight off your shoulders?
Not even the weight. It's kind of like the stress in my heart, my chest is kind of like dissipating. Like, okay, like I feel
the tightness
like
is going away.
Yeah. And it made me realize like how long I've been operating with that feeling, just blind faith that everything's going to work out. And now I finally kind of see that.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you just, maybe it's not for me in my health journey. I got that on point, right? But it doesn't mean it doesn't happen in other aspects.
No.
What I'm talking about, it can be applied to any aspect of your life.
Yes.
So it's like my experiences in those other aspects help me in my coaching business because I can relate on different, on different levels. I can relate to the same feelings.
Yes.
Because that's what makes you able to help people.
That's true.
Is being able to relate.
And you've
to
gotten
them.
pretty good. You've gotten really good. I won't say pretty good. You've gotten really good at getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. When you're uncomfortable, like I'm on the right path. You already have it that's already ingrained in your brain. You've already said it so many times. So it really isn't uncomfortable. You've gotten comfortable with it. Like, okay, this is uncomfortable for me. It means I'm going somewhere.
Yep.
So you already have that already in your brain. Because again, that adversity already hit you a long time ago, where that feeling was fight or flight. You said, no, I'm fighting. I'm not quitting. You can go, my brother, I love you, but I'm staying. That right there. That was right there, a turning point in your life. And that happens to a lot of people, turning point. But it's not too late to have that turning point in your life.
No, it's not.
You just had a new turning point in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. And then where I've made missteps, I've identified it and I realized I didn't like the feeling. So then it's a good reminder of why I won't do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's important too, because, mistakes are made. Mistakes happen and I'm not perfect by any means. But in those moments that I did, like, I didn't handle that correctly, I file it away. Like, next time, I gotta do that different.
Yes.
I gotta do different. And that's the only thing you can do when you mess up.
Lessons learned.
That's all you can do.
That's all you do.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in for another season. Welcome to season 6 of Candidly with Coffee. We appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
And we have lots of fun things in store this year. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.